Hey, welcome back to Boku Vlog. So we actually got 3 cast irons I'm working on. These are not mine. They are somebody else's. I normally don't do other people's. I have one other time, but I had somebody come to me and ask me to restore their cast irons so they can use them again. This is a 14 SK made in the USA Lodge. It's not old, but she's rested. She's actually not, it's not pitted that bad. So that's gonna be pretty easy. These have a little bit of pitting. They're not bad. The griddles, I'm not sure if they're Lodge or what. I'll look them up. But this side, it's pitted. I don't like to take a wire wheel to them, but I probably will to these 2 pieces. This one will not need it. But on pieces that I collect, usually no matter how pitted they are, I like to keep them in their original state. But these, I'll bring them back functional for him so he can use them. I don't think they're a whole lot of, they're not old. There's really, other than cooking on, there's no like special value. And they're valuable because they're cast iron, but
it's so dirty.
As far as price, so yep, they are. But I'm going to take a wire wheel to this eventually, but we're going to work on taking the seasoning off of this. We're going to work on this here real soon. Sometimes it takes me a while to get cast iron done just because I've got kids and family and work, but I'm going to try to get this done quicker than I normally do. So I'm going to clean these up right now with some soap and water, get them heated back up, so that way it gets the cobwebs. There's some dust and dirt and everything else. So we'll be back here in a little bit. Hey, welcome back. So we got this pan cleaned up with we hit it up with some water, and then I heated it up in the oven for a little bit. If you see white specks, don't freak out. It's paper towel. I don't like to use paper towel. I like to use coffee filters, but this is what we use today. So we're gonna use some Easy Off. I'm at least gonna get this pan going right now. I'm gonna try to get the 2 griddles going. We may show a video on that here in a few, but I'm running low on Easy Off. So my one daughter, she's in a video. They want to do this, and the only reason I'm doing YouTube videos is not because I want to. My kids have asked me to do it because they are always watching YouTube. So I'm trying to do something that's kid friendly, but not like just out there all for kids. Something educational for adults and kids. And so we do cooking, we do cast iron, and yes, we go storm chasing. And I will say this, when I do storm chasing, I'm not gonna put my kids in danger. It's no worse than sitting in the house. We've done it a couple times, and if I see a bad storm, trust me, I'm gonna get my kids out of there in a heartbeat. But it's educational. They see how storms get built, not only just sitting at the house, but trust me, I am not gonna put them in danger, and some people have questioned me about that. So we'll get back to this cast iron, and I'm gonna spray it down in this, I'm actually using a trash bag. You can use like Kroger bags, Aldi bags, Walmart bags, but that's not gonna be big enough for this, so we're gonna use this. After we spray it down, I'm gonna set it inside a plastic tote, because yes, sometimes it does leak out. Not all the time, but it does. So just to be safe and sorry, it doesn't get all over the floor, whether it's inside your house, out in the garage, we're gonna spray this down. I've got a plastic tote out in the garage. We'll carry it out. The other 2 pieces, because they're kind of larger pieces, we're gonna use trash bags as well. You don't have to use trash bags at all. You can use a tote. Spray it down with the Easy Off. But right now it's middle of summer.
Easy Off.
One thing I've learned is, unless it's 40, 50, maybe 60 degrees, put it in a bag, because I like to let this set 24 hours. In 24 hours, especially right now, I'll come back out, the Easy Off is dry. I can throw it in a bag. Sometimes it'll still be a little dry, but for the most part, it's pretty good. There's some pretty good seasoning on this, so we're probably gonna have to do this a couple times, hopefully once, but it may take 2 or 3 times of the Easy Off, but we'll see. I've seen a lot worse. it's actually not that bad. But
Yeah.
for right now, we're gonna get it. We're gonna go ahead and just slide it in this bag. I do have gloves on. If you like your skin, use gloves. I don't use them all the time, but worst case or best case scenario, your hands are going to be dry after this, after you wash them off. Worst case scenario, your skin's going to start peeling,
You do not want that to happen.
you're going to start cracking and bleeding, and it's not fun.
You would not like it.
If you're real sensitive to smell, I would say put a mask on. I'll probably start coughing here in a minute. I'm gonna let this set overnight. I like to let it set 24 hours, but I think I'm gonna get up. I've been getting up at 5 a.m. My wife gets up for work around that time, sometimes 4:30, and I hear her, and I can't go back to sleep.
So he'll get up and just...
So we're gonna flip this over. Yep, it's gonna make it, you can already see some of that seasoning's probably coming off. And we'll get all this cleaned up here in a few, but we're gonna hit this up again. I think this bag helps keeps the moisture in it. If you don't, I've had pretty good luck in the fall and the spring without using a bag, but use a bag. Even if you're gonna be putting it in a tote, just use a bag.
That's another can.
I think we're good on this one. So we'll be right back here in a minute. I was gonna do one at a time on getting them cleaned up and restored, but we might as well get the other ones. We can get the other ones going too. And I'm gonna have to take some time once we get them seasoned up and get them done, but between now and then, might as well get them done. So we'll be back here in a minute. All right, we're back. We got the second, well, I guess this is the first griddle. We got the skillet going. So we're gonna do this one, and hopefully, I probably won't keep them in order, but we'll go as we go along. So we're gonna slide this one in, and I could probably squeeze that second griddle in this one, but I'm not gonna do that. Let's go ahead and just get this one going. We're just hosing it down. Like I said, a lot of people are probably gonna need a respirator. It's bothering me right now, but I'm kind of used to it. Not really a respirator, but at least a mask. Daughter's over here cleaning up the table for me as I go along. We'll be right back. We're gonna get the third one going here in just a second. Jasmine's really a helper right now. And
Montana's not.
yeah, Montana, my other daughter, she left with her grandma for a little bit. But we'll be right back. All right, we are back. This is the last one. If you use Easy Off, use the yellow can.
It'll work better.
I can't say the blue can works. Everybody says use the yellow can, so that's what I've done. It always works for me. Yes, you can do a live bath. I don't have the proper setup right now, and I don't want to mess with it with the kids and everything. They're young, so this works for me. So it's a little probably harder process, but it works. So we're gonna get this one cleaned up. I think this is the last can that I have, and I didn't use a full can. I had partial cans. And to save some money on the Easy Off, go to Dollar General and get them. They're a lot cheaper. and they work just as good. I think I haven't been buying, the last can I got was from Dollar General. It must be somewhere, I can't find it right now, but let's get it from Dollar General. And the biggest reason I say use a tote, as you see on this pan, it already has 2 holes. So no matter if you got a smaller pan, you can use the Walmart bags, whatever, holes are gonna develop, whether they're in their beginning or ending stage. So use a tote. That's why I said that, because this stuff will leak out, it'll get everywhere, and trust me, it's not pretty.
Can I clean these?
So those little ones are just gonna be wall hangers, and you don't have to wash them out, they're fine. Actually, those just need seasoning, and we'll do those later.
Okay.
All right. She's looking at a couple pans that I have over here. They're nothing special. I'm actually gonna hang these up in my garage. They're just little wall hangers. Nothing I'm gonna use to cook on. I think I got those for like $1 a piece or 50 cents a piece.
Still cool.
But I'm taking off my gloves. We're gonna get these, this last one in the tote. We're gonna let it set overnight. And whatever time I get up in the morning, we'll look at them. I like to let them set 24 hours, but
can you wake me outside?
it's about 3:30 in the afternoon. Obviously, I'm not gonna wait till 3:30 in the afternoon. So we'll see how tomorrow morning it plays out. I'll look at it and see if I want to start on it or just let it set. We'll be back. We'll see you tomorrow. Hey, welcome back to Boku Vlog. So on the last episode, or I guess on the start of this, we sprayed this skillet down. I was going to work on it the next day. I had some unexpected things come up in the house I had to take care of. So it's been sitting in here for about 5 or 6 days now. I did check it last night. It was still pretty wet inside in some areas. It did dry out a little bit. The handle was a little dry. I hit it up last night with some more oven cleaner. And the inside, I probably should have hit up a little more because the inside's actually dry, but the back was still pretty wet. But we're going to work on start taking off the seasoning because I waited so long. I may have to do another round, but this is why I say you can use a tote and not put it in a bag, but it's going to dry out within a day or so. If you put it in a bag, you're good for at least 1, 2, maybe 3 days. It should stay that way. Still put it in a tote, because as you can see, before I even took it out of the bag, it's got some goo over here. So it's gonna leak. And we're working on it outside. I don't wanna bring this mess inside. But I'm gonna hit the inside up here first. We'll actually turn it around. You can see how that sludge, or seasoning, whatever you call it, seasoning, is coming off of there. We're going to hit up the inside first. I may turn this off for a little bit, so that way I'm not spending 20 minutes of the video of hitting this up. And the one thing is, make sure you wear gloves. You don't have to, but if you like your skin, like clean hands, because once you get this on your skin, it's going to irritate it with the oven off. And sometimes it's a pain in the butt to get off. All right, I'm going to work on this part a little more, and then we're going to hit the back side, and I'll show the back side here in a little bit. We'll be back. All right, we're back, and I did take the glove off because I'm trying to work the camera. My kids won't help me today. They're playing their games on their phones and Nintendo Switch. But I got a little bit on this. I'm using some paper towel over here. So I got the inside. I worked on it for a little bit. We're going to work on this back side. I'll start the process, and then afterwards I'm going to rinse it off. We'll see what it looks like, and May hit it up some more. We may have to throw it back in a fresh bag and put some more oven cleaner on it. I didn't think it was too rested in the back, but it's pretty rested. There was a lot of seasoning over that rest, it looks like. So this was definitely in worse shape than I was thinking. I was thinking the rest was primarily going to be on the inside. It is still not bad. All right, let me work on this some more, and we'll be back here in a few. All right, we're back. So I cleaned this out with the garden hose and some water and used some paper towel. It actually came down, it turned out really good. There's still a little bit of seasoning. I thought there was some seasoning in here, along right here. I don't know if you can see it in the shade or not, but there's some pitting. It's not really seasoning. I think I'm going to leave that. I'm not going to sand that out. It's not down here. There's some light pitting, nothing major. And I think once we get the rest out, we can scrub on that and get some of this out. There is some pitting here on the side. It does have some seasoning still on it, a little bit over here, and then a few other places. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to take an SOS pad and keep scrubbing. I'm going to go ahead and be done with this skillet for right now. I'm going to put some more easy off around it and give it one more scraping, maybe tomorrow. It may be a few more days. I'm off tomorrow, but I've got things I want to do with my kids, and I got to work the weekend. It's Wednesday, and then I'm off all next week, so hopefully I can get it to it next week. So here in a minute, we'll be back. I've got one of two griddles that I had with this, and we're going to work on the first griddle, and then we're going to work on the second griddle, and might as well get them all going, and so that way we can stay on pace. I want to try to get these done by the end of the month so I can give them back to the gentleman I got them from. I'm trying, but with family life, work, and everything else, it's making it a little difficult. All right, we'll be back. All right, we're back with the griddle. We're going to work probably on this side first, then we'll come around to this one, and I'll show you a little bit. I'm only wearing one glove now. I'm going to try to keep my other hand on the paper towel. I'll show you a little bit what I'm doing. I got a little bucket of water over here. We're going to hit this up. This one, it was a little drier than I thought. So this one's definitely gonna have to probably have another round of the oven cleaner. And what I'm probably gonna do is, I'm not gonna have time probably work on it tomorrow, so I'll wait until probably till Sunday night, and then Sunday or Monday, one of the two nights, hit them up then, so that way they're not sitting again for 3, 4, 5, 6 days. It's got a lot of the crud came down here and dried. This one's pretty rusty as well. All right, that's all I'm going to show on this side. I'll show the back side here in a little bit. I'm gonna keep working on this. We'll be back. All right, we're back. We're gonna hit the other side up here a little bit and see how it turns out. Let's get this first. This side's going to be the hardest. Definitely going to have to work on getting the... I've got a wire brush. I don't want to take it to it just yet. Have to take it slow. All right, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing and work on this for a little bit. And yes, you're gonna have to use a few SOS, or I'm using Brillo pads. I'm on my second one on this pan, so I'm getting ready to grab a third here in a few. So we'll be back here in a few. All right, we're back on this griddle. You're probably gonna see a little bit of grass. I just had it drying off in the sun. Normally I'd use an oven, but it's pretty warm out today, so it took no time at all. This side's pretty pitted. I may take a wire wheel to it later on. It's definitely a Lodge. It says made in the USA. It says it over here in the corner once I took the seasoning off. I'm definitely gonna have to this side, and I'll definitely do the other side. We're gonna have to do another coat of the Easy Off. Definitely, I'm probably just gonna go ahead and do it tonight. I think early in the morning, I'm gonna get some time to work on this. And I want to try to get these done as soon as possible. So I'm done with this one. I'm not gonna show a video of spraying it off with Easy Off again. I'm gonna spray everything down, put each one in a trash bag because they're larger. I've got one more griddle I'm going to show here real quick, and we'll be back. All right, we're back on this last griddle. I got 3 pieces I'm working on for somebody. This is the last griddle. It's not so great shape as well, and the Brillo pad box fell off. We're going to start hitting this up. I hit the Brillo pad in a little bucket of water I have off to the side, and we're going to start hitting this thing up. All right, I'm going to hit this side up. I'll show you the back side here in a few when I get this done. All right, so we're on the back side here, and we're going to start hitting this up. I am on my second Brillo pad. This side is really bad. This side did get pretty dry. Guess the areas I was touching last night wasn't the right area. I did put a little bit more on here, but as far as oven cleaner, I think it needs a few more. My hand's cramping up after the third one. You definitely have to put some elbow grease in this. Yep, the light bath probably would have been the best thing. And once I get my garage straightened out, I am going to look at maybe doing some in some light bath and see how that turns out. But right now, this is my setup. tell this is on the bottom because a lot of the sludge or the seasoning went this way. I don't think this one's going to look near as good as what the other griddle looked like, but we'll get it there. This side is really pitted. I think the griddles were left outside. If I remember what the gentleman told me, I don't think they were in the direct weather, but they were left outside underneath I think an awning, but they did get moisture. All right, we're gonna work on this for a little bit. I'm not gonna show you everything because I kind of work all over the place, but at the end of the day, it comes out the same. We'll be back. All right, we are back. I am done for the day. I'm gonna put all these pans, or the skillet, and the 2 griddles. I'm gonna do easy off again. Throw them in a bag. Hopefully I'm going to do it tonight. I got a couple hours tomorrow. I can work on these. There's a few areas around the side. The inside's pretty good. This griddle didn't do too bad. I think everything kind of slid down this way. I got to especially work on that side. There's a few areas up here. The back side, there's definitely some areas. They're both definitely Lodge. It says Lodge on it, made in the USA. This one didn't come out so hot on the easy off, but that happens sometimes. So we're going to definitely do this one again. Maybe we can give it a little bit heavier coating. But this is where we're at today. I've got, like I said, 2 or 3 hours tomorrow to play with these, so I'm probably going to season them up later. I'm going to wait an hour or 2 and decide. If not, then I'm going to wait a few days. I'm off next week, and then I'll do it the day before, get these seasoned up before I know I can definitely work on it. But regardless, we'll definitely be back. We're going to finish this video out. All right, we are back. So it's been a few days. I got pretty much all the seasoning off of this. There might be a few things on here, but it'll come off. So the 2 griddles, they didn't come out so well. I worked on them earlier. So what we're going to do is in the next update, I'm going to put them in a lye tank. I've never done that before. I've got a tote over here with 10 gallons of water. I'm letting it warm up naturally because I want to, everything that I've read, I've never used lye, but you want it to be warm water or at least room temperature. So a few hours ago, I'm 30 yards from the house, so I just used a garden hose, filled it up, let it set out in the sunlight for a little bit, and I scooted out down here in the shade. And we'll put some lye in it here in a little bit. But for right now, this skillet, it's ready to go. We just got to work on getting the rest off. So what we're going to do is I'm going to line this up with some paper towel. I'm not going to use any water and vinegar right now. And we're going to use some this Rust-Oleum. And this method worked pretty good last time I did this. We'll let it soak up here. Let it work its way up. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this method, and then I'm going to turn it over and do the back side. And we'll work on getting this rust off here. And hopefully we can work on this a little bit. I'm cooking right now. I'm smoking a meatloaf wrapped in bacon on the pellet smoker. I was going to fire up the Oklahoma Joe, but didn't want to mess with it right now. The ground's still a little dry. We've been under a drought, and we got some decent rain overnight, but I'm not going to take a chance in starting a yard fire. It looks pretty green in the background, but that's the best it's looked in a month. But we'll be back here in a little bit. All right, we're back here on Boku Vlog. These 2 griddles, they're not looking hot. This is Probably the worst one of the two. This one's not bad. It still has grime on it. I'm actually getting ready to put them in a lye bath. Never done that before, but I'm tired of messing with the Easy Off. This one right here, this is something my mama gave me. And I used 2 rounds of Easy Off. This last round, I just rinsed it off with soap and water. And we're just gonna throw it in. I'm tired of messing with it too. And I've got tons more cast iron. I wanna see how this turns out. And if it works great, awesome. So instead of spending $5 or $6 or $7 on Easy Off, and you get 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 applications out of it. I bought this. It's 100% lye. This is 2 pounds. You use 1 pound for every 5 gallons. So I used a whole bottle, and I got 10 gallons of water. And there's plenty of YouTube videos. So pour your water. You want it to be kind of warm. And instead of chucking it 30 yards, I use cold water and just let it set for a few hours. It's almost 90 today, so it's almost, I say that water's about 80 degrees. It's not warm by any means, but we'll see how it does. So we're gonna put this stuff in. Make sure you wear gloves and eye protection. We're gonna let it set for at least a day or 2, maybe 3. You can stack whatever you want. I never tried this, so I'm just going by what I've seen on YouTube. And we'll go ahead and throw this in. I bought that whole bottle for $4.99. And everything I've seen is you can reuse the lye as long as it's not evaporating. So you can use it 2-3 times. It's a lot cheaper, $4.99. And this, and then it would cost me $20 and Easy Off on these 3 pans. So this is what we're doing right now. We'll be back here in a little bit. Sorry for that chair. I'm going to cut it up tomorrow and we're going to dispose of it. All right, we'll be back. Quick update. We're about an hour and a half in. I don't know what this stuff is. It's coming up, but this water's pretty clear, but I'm liking it. It's definitely working, so we'll check on it again tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to pull anything out tomorrow, but we'll see. We'll be back. All right, we're back. So we let this set for about good 4 to 5 hours. I did about 15, 20 minutes ago. Added some more stuff to it, and I was going to let it set overnight, and I decided to let's see what happens after about 4 or 5 hours. So let's rip this off. Probably should have let it set all night. It's actually, I'm just going to throw that on the ground. It's not going to hurt anything. As you can see, a lot of the rust has come off down in here. The sides still look pretty bad. But what we're going to do is we're going to take an SOS to this. I got another little fire going. I'm not going to show it right now because my fire pit's a little bit of a hot mess. But what we're going to do is we're going to set here, clean some of this rust. Might as well get some of this rust off, and then we can reapply it. I'm gonna go ahead and just hit the back up a little bit, even though we didn't put anything on it. It's not gonna hurt anything. Because we still have to do the back yet. All right, I'm gonna clean this up with some soap and water. I'm not gonna keep scrubbing because I don't see it doing anything extra to the sides. We may hit it up here a little bit extra, but I'll work on it for about another 5 minutes, and then we'll clean it up, and I'll show you the product here in a minute, or the cast iron, and then we'll reapply everything here in just a minute. All right, we're back. It is the next day. It's in the morning. It's probably pushing around 9 a.m. We're gonna take this off, take a look at it. It's definitely looking a lot better. It's definitely gonna need some more treatment. We are definitely gonna hit it up with the SOS pad here. It had some rust around, not so much in the bottom, it was around the sides. It looked like it's coming around. It's definitely gonna flash rust. The back side I haven't really done anything with. Hopefully we get a chance to do that today, which we probably will. I'm gonna keep working on this for a little bit. I'm gonna hose it off, show you what it looks like, and then regardless if there's still a little bit of rust, I want to work on the back a little bit, and then we can just finish getting it cleaned up once it's almost done. We'll be back. All right, we're back. So I cleaned this up with a little bit of soap and water, and then it's pretty warm out, so I let the sun dry it out. It didn't take very long, maybe 10-15 minutes. I did wipe it down, get most of the water out of it, so it just wasn't sitting there forever. So what we're going to do is, I'm not going to do any more to the inside right now. I think this is just going to take some elbow grease on getting that out, and then it's not bad. We're going to concentrate on this side, getting much as the rest off on this. So I'm going to do the same method as I did yesterday. It'd be better if I could just stick this in a tote with the Vapor Rust. It would do a lot better, but I'm probably gonna have to spend about $100 on the Vapor Rust, and I'm just not wanting to do that right now. And you can reuse it eventually. I'm going to do it, but right now I've got bigger stuff to worry about. School is about to start, so we got to get the kids supplies, and want to concentrate on that. So let me get, it's a little windy out here. Let me just get a little bit of this. So I'm just going to pour some of this around. I'm not going to go hog wild on it because I'm not going to try to waste it. But this is basically what I'm going to do. Get the sides, get the handle wrapped up too. We'll let this set. Let it set for probably just till this evening. Here in a little bit, I'm going to take the kids out to the lake and let them go swimming for a little bit. It's going to be about 92. Tomorrow the heat index is supposed to be like 105, so we'll probably definitely work on this in the morning for a little bit. All right, this will probably be the last update for the day, or this evening. All right, we're back real quick. I took one of the pieces out a few minutes ago. I put it in a vinegar water solution to try to neutralize the lye a little bit. We're going to work on it. I had to move my cleaning station close to my garage. We're under a thunderstorm watch, and it's been raining off and on. Just light rain for about 2 or 3 hours now, but it's lightning just to the north. It's been doing that all morning too, and this way I can work on it next to my garage. If need be, I can go inside in the garage because I have a shop sink in there. Really don't want to use it, but if I have to, I will. So I'll be back. We're going to get this set up on the table, and we're going to start cleaning it. This is the second griddle. This is the one I put back into the lye bath. The seasoning is pretty much off. There might be a couple areas. I think there's some areas through here. I scrubbed on it earlier a little bit. There's some pieces down in here. We'll get that out here in a little bit, but now it's time to start taking this rust off. All right, we're back on this one griddle. It's pretty much done. I was having some issues with some flash rust, so what I did is I hit it up with the SOS pad again, and I dried it off as much as possible, and I hit it with some Pam spray. It looks good. There's some areas over here, it looks dark, that I'm pretty sure this is pitting. I don't like to take grinders to it. I scrubbed and scrubbed. I used a wire. I used one of these brushes and hit it up best I could going down it. And I don't like to take a sander, a big thing. I want to keep it natural as possible. This thing is never going to look brand new unless you want to put 300 hours into it, and I'm not doing that. But this thing is functional. It's good. We're going to get this seasoned up here this weekend. Today's Tuesday. Like I said, I used it flash rust on me. I put this in the Evapor Rust, took it out, cleaned it up, put it in Vapor Rust a couple times, and it's still going to flash rust. A lot of your cast irons are going to do that. You can season over that flash rust, but some things that I've read up on has said once you clean it up, dry it off as much as you can, and then hit it with some Pam spray. So that's what I did. It looks really good. There's a little bit of flash rust in this corner. It looks a little dark over here. I hit this up several times with the wire brush. There's some serious pitting in this. This is pretty good for the most part. There's a little bit of pitting. It's not bad. It's a lot better than what it was. Like I said, this thing is 100% better than what it was, but I can't bring it to the 100% restore rate. It's going to be too much cost effective, but this is good. From what it was, from the video, from the beginning, this is the best I can do for right now. Hopefully the gentleman likes it. It's going to be good. We're going to get this actually over a fire here this weekend. I'm going to have videos of that, and I've got the skillet and another griddle just like this we still have to get done yet. So hopefully you like it. Hopefully you've learned something. I didn't show everything on getting the rust off. Basically what I did was took the wire brush. After it came out, I cleaned it up best I can with the wire brush. Clean it up with soap and water, put it in Vapor Rust, brought it out, cleaned it up again, because things I've seen on Vapor Rust, oh, you take it out, the rust is gone. Well, that's not the case. I've cleaned it up again with this and the SOS pad, cleaned it off with soap and water, heated it up, dried it off, threw it back in the Vapor Rust. And I'm telling you right now, that Vapor Rust is it's expensive, it's time consuming, but at the end of the day it's less of this and this and this and this and this. And this right here, from what you've seen at the beginning of the video, I think it's 10 times better than what it was, but time will tell. Hopefully the person likes it, but we're going to season this up for all day long. Hopefully we'll put 4, 5, 6 coats of oil on this. It turns black, hopefully, and a lot of this will go away. So we'll be back. Quick update on one of the griddles. This is ready to go. There's some pitting, some dark spots. I can't get them to go away unless I take a grinder, and I'm not doing that. But it's smooth, it's ready to go. Once we get this seasoned up a few times, it's going to be ready to go. It's looking really good. So I had some problems with some flash rust, which you get once you clean it off. I learned something new is when you get that flash rust, go back, clean it off with some water and vinegar and SOS pad. Get it dry as possible and take some Pam spray and just clean it off. To go lightly over it. So there's some Pam spray on this. I can let this set for at least a week before I want to season it. We're going to do that this weekend, come Friday. So this thing is ready to go. Hopefully some of these dark spots will go away, but this thing is looking 10 times better than what it did. Just wanted to give a quick update, and we are making a video of this whole process. So once I get it posted, go to YouTube, Boku Vlog. We'll be back. All right, we are back. We got the 14SK here. We're going to get it seasoned up. I've got the Dino Glow smoker. It's pushing right around 415 right now. It should be getting the rest of the way up there. Don't mind the mess over here. I'm going to use coffee filters. I'm gonna have pretty good luck wiping it out with that. I got a little garden shovel over here, keeping the weights down. It's keeping it weighted down. It's a little windy out today. So we're just gonna sit here, and I'm gonna put a real light coating on the first batch here. Definitely don't want to overdo it. That's where you get the brown spots. There's some pitting in here I can't get out. There's some black spots I've tried. I can't get out. But from what this looked like, to where it is today, it's 99% better than what it was. I like the coffee filters. They don't seem to tear up as much. They do from time to time. But I was doing paper towel and it wants to come apart. All right, I'm not going to show everything. We're going to get this seasoned up here, and then I'll show you what's on the smoker. We'll be back. Real quick, I've had this open for a little bit, so the temp has come way down. But yes, it will fit in. Yes, it will get up to temp. The biggest thing is don't open it up. I've got a temp on the inside and I got a temp on the outside. Just let it set. So we're going to go for about an hour. We're going to come back and check it. All right, just a quick update. I took it out. I put another seasoning coat on it. We're going to put it back on the smoker. It was on for just a little over an hour. She's looking really good. All right, we'll be right back. All right, we're back to finish up this video. I do want to apologize. This project did get away from me. This is something that I was doing for somebody else. Between the work, the weather, and other stuff, I just didn't have time to work on it. I try to work on this outside to keep from having a splatter everywhere in the house. But the 14SK skillet actually turned out really good. It's not 100%. I cooked probably about 2 pounds of bacon in this so far. And then the 2 griddles. These things, this is what got me behind. These things were in rough shape. They actually look really good. Still got some pitting back here, but I didn't take an actual grinder, and so you're going to have that, but the rest is gone. These are functional, and from the beginning of the video, you can kind of tell where with how they look. So we're going to get these to the gentleman today. Hopefully he likes them, and I'm going to start on a new batch here soon, and we're going to start a new video.